Greetings, everyone. Welcome to my sketchbook. Welcome to the 28th day of Inktober. Greetings to the otters at Seaside Park. I am getting out my pen, and for fun, because I can do whatever I kind of want in my own sketchbook. I'm going to zoom in on something here, lock this down if I can. And I'm going to very quickly draw in some nostrils here, just because it would make me feel better. That being done, that's easy enough. All right, well, let's start the timer and get going on today's prompt, which is skeletal, which, oddly enough, if I had actually looked ahead, I would have drawn that. But instead, let's see what I can do. Yeah, it's funny. How can I put this? Well, when I got the prompt list, I actually zoomed in on the first 10 and wrote those down. And when I completed that, I zoomed in on the next group of 10 and wrote those down. So I didn't look ahead to see that, oh, by the way, here's what's coming up. I wanted it to kind of be a surprise. And, well, I've surprised myself with certain things by not really looking ahead. So that is my own doing. But I actually kind of like it this way. Truth be told, I'm not ruined by that concept of not looking ahead. So I don't know. That is not the worst thing that I've done. One of the worst things that I've done in this whole thing happened back here on the 19th in Arctic. I'm not too happy about that. Neither here nor there. Not that big of a deal. Oops, let's get this back up here. All right, try to do this a little bit quicker. So, we've only a few left, which is going to be fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. It's been kind of an interesting challenge. And for those of you who've started it and stayed at it, congratulations. It's not always the easiest thing to try to draw every day. But this is kind of the, kind of the purpose in a way, to get you into drawing as much as possible. And yeah, if you can draw every day, then all the better. It's kind of the point. Of course, they would prefer that you would, use the hashtags and post all that kind of stuff and promote it and all that kind of stuff too. So do that as well then, folks. Do that as well. So what I'm drawing here, this is called a fish bones, which is part of this world of the dry bones. And a fish that's dry, I guess, is sad indeed. Fish out of water. We don't want too much sadness for the poor fish. So reasonably simple. If I have enough time, I will bring out ink. I should say my brush and some water and add a bit of dimension to this. Some shading on these dry old bones. Each one of these kind of like rib fins, I'm making a little bit smaller. Starting behind the head. So that's it. That's the main sort of thing. Now, let's write in right underneath the other good buddy here. Printing is sometimes better than writing if your writing isn't legible. Sometimes you'll have someone say, hey, can you print? Because I can't read your chicken scratches. I remember hearing something, and maybe this isn't true, but that when pharmacists are in school, there's part of their learning to decipher doctors' handwriting. You'd think doctors would, they should have a course. And anyway, it's important to be able to be readable, I guess, in your writing. Anyway, so I'm just going to put a couple little scratches in here because I am going to bring out, oh, what have I done? Did I not hit? Oh, I did hit that. Okay, yeah, good. I got 5 minutes left. Sometimes I forget if I hit that thing or not. You'd think after so many days I'd have my own kind of habit on the go, but not always. All right, I'm going to set my pen aside. Get some water, get a brush. We'll see if we can scooch a little bit of this around, just a little bit. The dry bones. There's even a dry bones version of Bowser. I guess all the characters have a dry bones version, honestly enough, which is kind of interesting. Although I don't know. I'll have to look into the princesses. There are some different characters that you don't get to see too very often. There is an actual character named Pauline, which is kind of cool. Let's see here. Generally wearing like a red dress, the Pauline character. All right. I don't think I need to go that much more with that one. I'm going to set that cup down for a moment. Do a little bit more outlining, and then the timer will probably go off here soon enough. So this hasn't been exceptionally complicated the way that I've done this year. Feel free to go back in time and look at what I did last year, which was a comparable thing. Only last year was more about the Wizard of Oz. But I kept a 10-minute timer for that last year. And there's previous years as well. So, I mean, you can get in there. They're called like InkTober retrospectives. And there's a playlist specific to that. So you don't have to sit through an entire month's worth of drawing time. You can just have me go through the prompts. And that'll be it. I'll do the same with this one at the end as well, just for fun. But if you've stuck it out, awesome. I mean, stuck it out with me, I should say. That's pretty cool. Thanks for hanging out. Got to visit with other InkTober artists along the way. You may notice in my comments section that I've had like pretty much daily correspondence with, actually it would be daily correspondence with Alex Makes Awesome Art. Pretty cool stuff over there. If you haven't been, please check it out because it's really fun. Like I said, I'm just sort of doing some outlining. Make these old dry bones stick out a little bit more. But yeah, it's been kind of fun to do this and to stay kind of on theme for the most part. What do we got here for time? In the final minute, got 52, 51, 50 seconds. So not too bad for a little doodle. Just adding sort of like texture wherever I can. No need of putting nostrils on this poor fish bones. All right. That is the end of the 28th prompt Skeletal, which is kind of fun. And yeah, up above you have another dry bones of this Koopa. Anyway, come back again tomorrow. It'll be lesson for Wednesday, and yeah, I guess we'll see what that will be. All right, thanks for hanging out. Ciao for now.